Hello my YouTubing friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Carl, and if you're a returner, welcome back. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for joining the family. And if you want to join the family, it's easy to do. Just like a video, comment on a video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any future videos and it helps me out tremendously with creating new ones. So today I'm going to be showing you how to integrate Google Analytics into your Redbubble store. It's very easy to do and I will guide you through it step by step. In the Google Analytics panel, you will glean lots of information about your store. Things like what country people are viewing your items from, what gender they are, what age group they are, lots of information. But the most important information is what items they're actually viewing and whether they're buying these items or just looking. And armed with that information, you can turn these views into sales. So with that being said, I think we should grab a coffee, grab a mouse, and let's get into Google Analytics. Okay, to use Analytics, you're going to need a Google account, so be sure you've got one. If not, sign up for one now. Once you've logged in, either search for Google Analytics, or if you want to type it in direct, it's analytics.google.com. So if we click on Analytics, you'll get this welcome screen. If we hit the blue Start Measuring button, that will get us started. So once we've clicked that, we want to register an admin name. This will be all your Redbubble stores, but you can get a different UI code for each store. So we'll call this one Redbubble. It's up to you if you want to tick everything. I like to tick it all. And click next. Then you'll want to put your store in, which will show under your Redbubble. So I'll put the name of your store here. Then we can select the country of your origin. The time code should automatically change, and then you can change to your currency. To be fair, this is only if you use Google Ads, but it's always there just in case. And then we'll hit, make sure you hit the advanced options. This is the most important. Please hit that, otherwise it will not work. Then you want to create a generic UI code, so we'll enable that. Then what we'll need to do is type in Redbubble's address. So just put www.redbubble.com. Then we don't want the top one. We just want to click we just want a single UI. So we'll select the bottom box and then click next. As I say, that's the most important bit. Now you just want to be a small business. You've got to tick one of each, and then the top one. Then we'll click create. We are then presented with some Google terms and conditions. Just tick them both. Select I accept, I agree. Hit the button. And it should create it. Now this is all marketing, I don't bother with that. I don't want emails from anybody. So we'll just hit the next button. Click the got it. And then there's our UI code at the top. What we need to do is we need to copy this. And then on your Redbubble dashboard, click Google Analytics and then just paste the code into there. Once pasted in, hit the Save Changes and it should apply your Google Analytics. Okay, I'll show you now how it actually works in real life by logging into my own Analytics to show you my Redbubble store. There's lots of information to be had here. There we go, there's one visitor on my site, which is obviously me. That's how many users have been to my site in the last 7 days. That's it in a bar graph. You can see all the little information. That's the country of origin, that's where the people who are actually visiting your site have come from. That's the time of day that they've actually visiting your site. That's whether they're on tablets, mobile phones. But this is the most important, all this here. This information shows you how many people have viewed a specific design. This can be particularly helpful, especially if they're not selling. Obviously, if you've had sales, they've bound to have visited this part of your store. But if there's something on there that's had quite a few views but no sales whatsoever, it might be time to look at the design and see if you can alter it in some way to match something that is actually selling. Whether that be a change in font or a change in design, a change in colour, it could be many things. But just have a play around and see what you can come up with. You can then turn a viewable object into a saleable item. And for me, that's one of the main reasons I use Analytics. And just using that method, I've actually converted views into sales just by altering something simple like a font or a colour, and I have actually converted them into sales. So it does work. That alone is worth the messing about with analytics. So I hope you've learnt something from this video, and if you have, please like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.